Yo, what is up? I'm Zach. Welcome back to my channel of RWBY Mythology. Today I bring you guys another discussion and theory video where I'm going to go over on this theory that basically everyone I'm talking about this for, but this is a major spoilers for Volume 9 and the first half of Volume 9. If you guys have not finally caught up with the series, leave now. This will contain spoiler from the thumbnail, image of the video, and everything else I'm going to say. If you guys do not want to be spoiled, leave now. So basically, there's something I want to go over, and that is Jaune. How long has he been in the Ever After? Because which not surprising to everyone, that Jaune is the Rusty Knight, because that was not a theory, but it's been Jaune since we saw the sneak peek, the opening, and the trailer for RWBY Volume 9, because the armor and the shoulder plate was a dead giveaway. Until later on, we see his broken sword and the logo on his rusty shield, which is not surprising to everyone, obviously. But the one thing that we did not see was how Jaune was gonna look, and that caught me surprised, and my good friend of mine, Crimson Hollow. That's one thing I actually am looking forward to see everyone's reaction, is because of that. And not only that, I can't even imagine how long Jaune had to deal with being alone and feel all these feelings, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of been going on, and there's a lot of question and theories about what the fuck happened to Jaune. And I'm kind of understand why people are pissed that how did I notice that is Jaune because the logo of the shield. But there's something I want to address. Ruby, Blake, and Yang were the first three girls never knew that the broken sword. They never knew it was Jaune. And Weiss was the only one. She should knew that was Jaune from the beginning. And not only that, Ruby and the other girl should know that shield logo on the shield was Jaune. Well, apparently they cannot tell how rusty he is. Seriously, they literally could see it, but apparently they didn't because what the hell has been going on by the Jabberwockers, all that jazz. And not only that, I just want to bring up, I completely understand where they're coming from, how come they never thought it was Jaune. They never thought of it, or anything like that. But anyway, that's basically the point. I want to get that out of the way as possible. But I want to give my honest theory about how did Jaune aged up. Well, if you guys go back and watch the opening again, there's a hint on where Jaune is there, the younger version of Jaune, is surrounded by clock. And each clock stops at 2 o'clock. And some people say, well, there was a theory from Phoenix Knight who made a video about 11-hour time span or something like that or whatever. He said about the 10 skipped 11 through 12, saying that it stopped when it hits 11. So basically it stopped and skipped 11 when it hits 12. And this is where my theory comes in, how old Jaune is. Because, well, I went back and watched the episode and I realized, didn't even notice, that Jaune has a bit of a white hair down from his hair. If you guys see the image from the thumbnail or see the episode, if you pause it, you will see white on Jaune's hair, which means Jaune has to be somewhere of his mid or late 30s, closer to his 40s. He has to be somewhere between that area. But if I had to say how long Jaune been gone, for 11 hours plus 11 years, which he will be in the age of 30 right now. Or if I want to add 11 plus 2, which is 13 hours, so that means he will be the age of 32 years old. Time skip for 13 years or 11 years, which he was somewhere between in his 30s by this current version of John. But I might be wrong on that. Maybe I'm just looking on this too deep. Maybe the time has stopped at 2 o'clock and he aged up for, 2 plus 12, which is 14 years. That means he will be the age of basically close of his mid-30s, which is 34 or 35, give or take. And not only that, I feel like he will have more experience when it comes to Hero Ever After, which is confusing because Yang was the first one to fall and John the last, which is they did a reverse on us that, hey, even though John was the last one to fall and Yang was the first one, we decided to do a reverse, making John be the one have more experience and been here much longer than Yang, because we have plans for John or something along that line. And I can see John going through so much trauma for the past several years to deal with this on his own and dealing of and facing up against the Jabberwocker, where he actually did mention that there was supposed to be one of them. And there's a lot of question about it, and we honestly hope we do get to see it in episode 6, whenever, if it's on a 2 weeks break, a month break, or if it's gonna air next Saturday. We'll just have to wait and see until then. And I feel like John has been stuck in time and aged up, even though he never noticed. Kind of like a hyperbolic time chamber, like 1 day in there, 1 year in there, or something like that. That's basically what the Ever After is going to be like. Oh, Team RWBY, John and Neo, they've been gone only about a day, but when they return back to the world of the Remnants, it will be a year later. So basically, we'll be gone about a year, but somehow it's completely different because John is already in his adult age. And here's something that I just thought of something. I went back to watch the episode and see the end credit. I just need to know who voices this version of John. And I thought that cannot be Miles, but apparently is Miles. It's basically Miles. And I can't even imagine how long that John has to feel this pain alone with all this suffering that he's going through. Like, first he lost Pyrrha. Now he just witnessed everyone died. Well, quote unquote died, which is the entire team RWBY. RWBY, Yang, Blake, and Weiss. None of that. He just witnessed almost losing Weiss in volume 5, but now he just witnessed Weiss fall again. Well, this time, well, not quote unquote dead, but none of that. He just witnessed someone that he trusted, the one person that he met at Beacon, the one person that he relied on, the person that he made friends with at Beacon Academy, which is Ruby Rose. And I could see the burden and the hold that thought. Sorry about that, everyone. I have to sneeze real quick, but anyway, I can see how much pain and loneliness that he's going through right now. That he believed that, oh, he survived, but the other 4 didn't. Which that will put him even more pain. Now he's going through the same situation. But not only that, he doesn't know what it would be like without his team. Like, he's wondering if they're okay over there, if they're alive, or something like that. That's the reason why he named his pet creature Rabbit Deer, or Deer Rabbit, or whatever they freaking call it, Juniper. To be honest, me and Holla, basically everyone might know this, or thought of this, we thought he named this creature Pyrrha. I thought he was going to name it Pyrrha, honestly. That's one thing I just had a feeling, but no, he just named it Juniper, which makes a lot more sense. But if he just named it Pyrrha, that means he still thinks about Pyrrha's death and not let it go, which is that will ruin that moment in volume 6 where he actually learned to, well, let it go and move on to be better of himself. But I yeah, I couldn't imagine what Jaune is going through right now at this moment in time. And again, we honestly do not know how old Jaune is at this point, because all we know that he is somehow got stuck in a time loop where he didn't, like, he's stuck in time, but he got aged up because of it. And we honestly don't know how old he is. And not only that, this actually changed the story of Alex telling, or this is the actual story that Alex actually told to tell. Because that means Jaune is the Rusty Knight that Alex told a story. And not only that, or maybe this actually changed everything. Basically, they changed the event was supposed to happen. Alex was the one supposed to fall, not Team RWBY, Jaune, and Neo. That means they changed the event what the original story was supposed to be. So Team RWBY changed some of the events, Neo changed the events, and even Jaune changed the events because of the effect of the story was supposed to be. Hell, the guy of the Relic of Creation said, "Do not fall." I think he's giving the girls a warning about do not fall, because you will actually change some of the event that actually already happened. Along those lines, I mean, the Ever After is been inspired by Alex and the Wonderland or whatever, and is basically what this volume is about in general. Not only that, here's another theory I just crossed my mind. There's actually two things it could possibly happen by the end of this volume if they do return back to Remnant. And that is Jaune is going to stay in the Ever After, or is he going to return to Remnant in his younger age, or this adult age that he's in right now? If he does stay in the world of Ever After, that means this volume is going to be the end and the last time we're ever going to see Jaune ever again. Which is kind of sad, and I don't know how to feel about this. Because everyone loves Jaune as a character, and people do not want him to stay in the Ever After. But if he do return to Remnant, is he going to age back where he was before in Volume 9? Or is this actually a permanent age for him? If he returns back to Remnant, he's going to be like this until he dies. That's what I'm getting the feeling of at this point. That's one thing I actually am wondering. I cannot be the only one who thinks of it. I even spoke to this to Hollow about this. Even he is wondering about it. He is wondering if that's not the case for Jaune staying or stay the same age if he returns to the Remnant with the other three girls. We honestly do not know. Hell, he doesn't know that Neo fall. Even he's surprised. But the one thing that I'm not ready to see in the next episode, where Jaune tells RWBY that he killed Penny for her request, that's gonna pain him to tell it to RWBY. Oh boy, that's gonna be the painful too. Now you guys think about it. But then again, I honestly don't know what else to say on this point in time, because we honestly don't know how long Jaune's been in here, or where he was sent, or anything like that. Along those lines. And also, the big theory and the big question is he gonna stay the Ever After, or leave to go back to Remnant as a younger age of Jaune like he was in Volume 9, or stay like this forever? We honestly do not know until one way or the other, until whenever they come back from their break, or Saturday they actually gonna post a new episode. We honestly do not know. But anyway, you guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Links to my other channels, my social media will be down below in the description box. You guys know the drill. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. RWBY is love, RWBY is like, RWBY is love, RWBY is life. keep moving forward, and I'll see you guys later.